If you're a real estate agent looking to close 2 to 4 new deals every single month, then listen up. Because in this video, I'm going to reveal the exact Facebook ads funnel that's helping the real estate agents we work with do just that. And in total, it's made a whopping $541,143 in commission for our clients. I'm talking about a complete system that not only generates leads, but converts them into closed deals. In this video, I will break down exactly how the strategy works so you can just copy and paste it into your business. So let's dive in. Alrighty, so there is 3 parts to this funnel. There is lead generation, lead conversion, and lead nurture and follow-up. Now for all of our lead generation, we do Facebook and Instagram ads. And here is actually a great example of what one of these campaigns would look like. So lead generation is going to be generating all of the top of the funnel leads to actually send down the funnel to like the lead conversion and the lead follow-up and nurture part. This is actually the easiest of the 3 to build out. Generating real estate leads is so easy. People love clicking at real estate, especially buyers. The conversion rate is like 2x on seller ads because you do get a lot of looky-loos. So you actually have to build out the backend system to convert these leads, which is the hard part, but we still have to run over lead generation because you got to feed the system, right? So how we do all of our lead generation, as you can see here, October 20th to the 23rd, we launched this client on Monday. So this is going to be like the most accurate data and just show you the strategy behind what it looks like when we launch a brand new client. So if we come in here, we can see that we've actually generated 11 leads already so far. And this isn't very impressive because we're just in the testing phase, but if we actually look at the ad sets, so this is where all of the targeting happens, you can see that there's actually an ad getting $2.50 leads. Now, this is why split testing and testing a lot of different variables is so important. I say it in my other videos, I say it in all my short form content. Here's a very, very, very clear example. So to kind of show you guys here, you'll just basically be able to see that the main thing we're testing differently is just home pictures. So this offer that we were running was a homes list. So click below for a free list of homes near you under, I think the average home price was like $350 or so. So we're doing like under 400K, and we were just throwing a picture of some listings up on there. And you can see how just by testing different home pictures on the front page for the ad, we're getting drastically different results. I mean, from $15 to $2 leads is very large, right? That's like a 6 to 7x difference. So when I say in my other videos or in my short form content to split test, this is what I mean. You test different variables because now after week 1, we're probably going to put the entire budget behind this, and you can see how much time we saved rather than if we would have just tested this only ad and we would have been losing a ton of money on the back end, in the long term by not testing a bunch of different ads to figure out what's going to be the winning one, what's going to be the winning home style in their area, the winning price point, the winning targeting. All of that stuff matters when generating Facebook and Instagram leads. And with Facebook and Instagram leads, what we've noticed is it's not about who can get the highest quality, but who can get the highest quantity of leads and then just vet them and have a good back-end system to actually vet through, sort through, and convert all of these leads. So that's actually the strategy we use when launching a brand new client. Again, started this campaign from 20th to 23rd here, as you can see, already 11 leads generated, and that's, given a lot of testing, right? So on week 3, we'll test some more variables in between this week and the next 2 weeks. And then at the end of 2 weeks, we'll look at, okay, what ad gave us the best results? Let's put the entire budget behind that. Now, given it's this $2.50 one, that's going to be a lot of leads per day, right? And that's when you start building up a pipeline of 100 to 200 leads every single month. By the end of the year, you generated 2,400 in the year. And that's where NAR comes with these statistics like a 0.5 to 2% conversion rate. You can see how you have to generate a ton of online leads to kind of hit that metric. So that's the lead generation portion of things. Let's kind of dive into how we actually convert these leads and what the backend system has to look like if you want to see success with Facebook and Instagram ads. Alrighty, so I used this diagram in a previous video, but it just does a great job of explaining exactly what our system looks like. So we just kind of ran over lead generation. So this is the ads where we're generating a bunch of leads, we're getting tons of clicks, and we're generating leads, right? Here's a similar screenshot of what you guys just saw in that ad campaign. Here for the client, we generated, 68 people clicked. Again, people love clicking on real estate ads, but actually only 19 people gave us their information. Now that is still, a lot of people like that, and those people aren't all qualified, right? Is what a lot of real estate agents have this false belief that even 10% of these leads need to be qualified. No, it's going to be much lower than that, right? These are not people that know, like, or trust you. They're looking, they're clicking around on social media. That doesn't mean it doesn't work. That doesn't mean that you can't build a predictable business off of this. This is actually how you build a predictable business that runs off data and numbers and not just like referrals and random people recommending you and stuff. So the lead generation, we run an ad like I just showed you guys. That's going to be in Facebook, and you get tons of leads off of these. So we basically have that ad, they click on our ad, and we say we're going to text you access to live prices, photos, details, and more. Give us your information, and then that's when we actually get someone that becomes a lead. Now that's the easy part. The hard part is actually finding these leads that are going to convert. It's finding that percentage of leads that are actually willing to have a conversation and then are going to convert. So that's what this actually looks like here. So out of the leads we actually see, and this was for a separate video, we generated this client 19 leads and got him 4 live transfers. Now that's a 21% live transfer rate. That's actually about like a 3x our average. Our average we see is anywhere from about like 8 to 12. So anywhere, that's kind of like 3x to 2x better. So that's the lead generation side of things. Now, what does the actual like lead conversion look like, right? That's the big question. That's the hard part. So we generate these leads from Facebook. Again, really, really easy to generate, like hundreds per month. The hard part is finding these leads that are actually going to answer the phone or any text messages, or they weren't just browsing around looking for fun, provided you fake information. Maybe there's a language barrier, you can't understand them right. We've got to like vet these leads and find the people that we can actually help. So how we actually do that is we put a caller in place to call all of these leads on your behalf, right? So leveraging, like having leverage over your time. So the worst thing you can do as a real estate agent is set up a Facebook or Instagram campaign to start generating leads and call the leads yourself. Like, you're going to be like, this doesn't work, whatever. But in reality, you just don't have the right system set up in place, right? You have deals that are closer to the closing table. You don't have energy to focus on these leads. So you need to actually build a system that works for you so you can manage it and stop working in the business, but on the business. And so out of these leads we actually generate, we put a caller in place to call all of these leads on your behalf. I'll leave a call recording example down below in the description just so I don't have to play it on this video, but it's very simple. It's someone just calls, and they can be, from a third world country, they can be overseas. It doesn't matter. These people aren't going to kill your deals or kill your leads, especially if you practice with them. You can take a $5 an hour VA and turn them into an absolute killer if you hop on daily morning calls with them, practice with them, and say, hey, what do you need help with? What can I help you with? And you work with them. They can be really, really good, especially for a job as simple as this, because all they're doing is calling and say, hey, saw you filled out our Facebook post for those homes. Are you looking to make a move or just browsing around for fun? Okay, gotcha. What type of place are you looking for? Bedrooms, bathrooms? Just want to get a more up-to-date list for you and, potentially connect you with James. He's a professional in the area that's going to be able to help you out. They vet, they ask questions, timeline, motivation, price point, not working with another agent. Obviously can't have that. Are they pre-approved or not? Are they selling? Like, all depends on your offer, the questions you want them to ask. And then basically, once they've qualified this lead on the phone, then we want to send them to you, right? So out of these leads, we actually want to get what's called a live transfer, or like we want our caller to book these people on our calendar. But live transfer is the best because these leads can ghost really easily. Again, they don't know, like, or trust you. They just clicked on your ad. It's a complete stranger. So live transfer is actually great. If you're not familiar with what a live transfer is, it's having your assistant or whoever makes the call out to that lead transfer them over to you on the same line. So they'll say, awesome, well, I'm gonna let me check and see if agent is in office right now. You might hear some music for about 15-20 seconds and I'll be right back. Then they call you. They say, hey, I've got a lead. Can I make the introduction? You say yes. And then they wire the call together. They make the introduction. You're now talking to that lead live on the line. You're able to get your foot in the door. You're able to have an instant conversation with a lead that just came in from a Facebook campaign and get your foot in the door and help them out, right? So it takes 68 clicks on your ad all the way down to 19 people that actually give you their info, down to 4 people worth of your time. And there's really a chance that only one of those are going to close, right? We usually see anywhere from a 15 to 25% close rate on the live transfers. Again, really depends on the back-end systems you have in place. This is going to be very dependent on the agent. As a lead gen company, all we can do is get that live transfer. Whatever the agent does, the agent does. Like, if we have an agent that doesn't close anything, our live transfers are no different from the agent that closes 10. Right? It's just the agent and what their backend systems look like and how willing they are to work a deal and actually be a good agent and have good backend systems in place. And here's just a quick screenshot of kind of like what that live transfer notification may look like when it comes over. Live transfer alert, the lead's information, the status, was it completed, was it not, and if you're doing for this yourself, there's going to be maybe some different things you'll have in place, but the ISA notes, their motivation, where they're looking, budget, all that good stuff can kind of get sent over to you automatically. Now, how does all of this actually happen, and how do we follow up and nurture? So that was unit 2, lead conversion, putting a caller in place, or some really, really good AI chatbot, but highly recommend a caller that you can train and chat with, because you don't want to make those calls yourself. Out of these 19 leads we got, and only 4 transferred, what's happening to those other 15 leads that we somehow need to stay in touch with, keep contacting? Like, those can still convert to live transfers or closings, or you can at least get some form of response out of them. So that's actually unit 3, and most people know this. You usually want to use some form of like CRM for this. This is where you're going to send like automated text messages, emails, and you really have to touch these leads a lot. You have to have really good follow-up systems in place. So let me go ahead and show you kind of what we do for our agents. Alrighty, so we're here over in our CRM. If you aren't familiar with that, it's just like a client relationship manager. Most real estate agents I've at least talked to have it. If you're a marketer kind of looking at this, I'm sure you know what a CRM is. It's basically just a huge brain for all your operations, all your leads that come in, all your team members, automating like a bunch of different tasks, from text messages to adding stuff to Google spreadsheets to reminding team members to follow up with certain people. Like, a CRM is almost a non-negotiable for like 99% of businesses. I don't know a business that could operate with some form of CRM, whether it's some in-house thing that they create or they purchase something like what we use right now is Go High Level. There will actually be a link down in the description for a 30-day trial. Most links you only get a 14-day. So a 30-day completely free, no money upfront trial. I would highly recommend checking it out. And if you actually use my link, I'll send you over this entire snapshot that I use for our real estate clients to make sure we can convert leads, and we're following up with them, a bunch of times until they basically like die or expire. And you also get a free one-on-one call with me, whether you want to make that like a marketing audit, a one-on-one call, kind of whatever you want, but that link will be down in the description. So let's actually run over the exact template we have built out for our clients. So a lead comes in, and what happens basically. So it's super important you have something like this set up. So we have it so the trigger is a buyer comes in. So you want to have different automations for different things, right? The text messages you send to a buyer lead that comes in is going to be completely different from a seller that comes in, and also different from if you have buyers coming in on different offers. Maybe this buyer came in on a homes list, maybe the other buyer came in on like a buyer's guide or a VA loan or first time buyer or downsizing, right? It depends on your offer. So it's actually going to wait 30 seconds, and then that's just to make sure there's no bug. Really, there's not a huge reason for that. And then what it's actually going to do is create a spreadsheet row. So we're adding these leads to a spreadsheet for our clients so we can keep everything nice and organized for them, and they have a spreadsheet full of their leads. And they'll also be in the CRM as well, but it's just kind of an extra thing. It's going to send them to the new leads pipeline stage. Again, I don't really want to get like too nerdy into this and go over everything, but basically what this is now going to do is email the ISA, hey, new lead, and the ISA is the person that we actually put in place to call these leads for us, right? Because we don't want to do that. It's a low leverage activity because the pickup rates are low. It's just a low leverage activity. So we actually notify our caller, hey, and then this is exactly what this looks like. It's going to notify all our callers on this account, and it's going to say new buyer lead for agent, new buyer lead, the contact info. So this is the leads information. Go to app and log in to contact them ASAP. And basically what then that's going to do is wait 5 minutes and see, okay, did this person get live transferred or booked in for an appointment? If no, it needs to come down this right-hand side, and it's actually going to wait for business hours. Again, some nerdy stuff. If this kind of looks foreign to you, I completely understand. It did to me at first. Some of you may know, but basically what this is going to do is wait for business hours. So any time that you kind of select here, so it looks like we have selected Sunday through Saturday, 8 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. And we're going to actually send this lead over an automated text. Hey, lead, it's agent. I just saw you inquired about that list of location homes on Facebook. Are you looking to make a move or just browsing for fun? If you're looking to make a move, I can send you some tailored properties. Just let me know. All automatically, guys. I know so many people, so many agents that they even have a CRM and they're still sending like texts like these automatically, when you can build out some type of system to actually do all of this for you. Now, again, I don't want to make this video too long and I don't want to dive too deep because there's just so many things you can do. But it then waits 1 day and it's going to say, okay, did this person respond to our text? Or have they been booked in for an appointment or live transferred yet? If no, it's going to wait again another day for ideal time, and we're just going to send them over a simple text that says, is this first name, question mark, question mark. We're just trying to get a heartbeat out of them. We're just trying to get a yes or a no, or why are you asking? We want to know that this lead is at least is a correct number or anything, right? It's a live line. It's not an old phone number. And then again, it's going to wait 2 days. Did they respond to that text? If they do respond, it's actually going to instantly notify our caller. Hey, this person just responded to a text. Go check them out and see if we can give them a call. If they don't respond, or we haven't booked them in for an appointment or a live transfer yet, again, it's gonna wait, and then it's gonna send over another text, call me. Now this is gonna wait actually 0.1 minutes or 6 seconds to send a second text. Now what this does is make it seem more realistic, right? You know, when you're chatting with your friends, I'm sure you guys do like a one text and then another second text to kind of finish what you were saying. That's kind of what this replicates to make sure that the lead doesn't completely think we're a robot. It kind of interrupts a pattern of like, oh, this person like actually might be real. Let me respond just so they know like I am, or I'm not interested, so I'm not wasting their time or something. And yeah, like I said, without going into too far detail, I just want to explain like this is something you need to have in place if you want to convert online leads ever. I mean, if you want to work your sphere forever, and even if you get a ton of stuff in your sphere and like stuff like that, like you need to have a system like this to organize everything and leverage your time. Hire someone. There's so many real estate agents get into what I've at least seen. They become a realtor and don't really know that like how to be a business owner. They work too much in the business and not on the business. They don't see it as a business. They see it as like a job. And so they don't hire. They think it's like a waste of money or something. They don't buy systems. They don't pay for leads. The best things that I can recommend is like look into marketing, or just even try to do your own marketing, because it's going to really teach you a lot and it's going to help you grow your real estate business a ton. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Without diving into too much more detail on this is just something that I highly recommend you have set up. And as you can see here, like this goes on forever. Like it's like an entire month. And then what it does is adds them to a nurture sequence. So we're going to send them like emails for a year and a half, right? So it's really important to have something like this set up. I can't stress it enough. Again, there will be a go high level link, or if you're a real estate agent and you're like, this is too much, can you do this for me? There will be a link down in the description to also hop on a call with me or my team, and we can see if we can help you out. As of right now, we actually don't charge any money up front. We're running an offer right now till the end of the year, completely free to get started, fully performance-based model. You only pay after we send you the deal. And we have a few other options as well. So if it might just be worth a chat, we'll show you the system and we'll book a second call if it makes sense. So there you have it, the exact ads funnel that generated over $541,000 in commission for our real estate clients. Now, what I've explained in this video is just the blueprint, and there's obviously a lot more that goes into actually implementing this system. If you're a real estate agent interested in getting at least 2 to 4 new deals per month with Facebook or Instagram ads instead of relying on inconsistent referrals, maybe even doing some cold calls, then click the first link in the description to book a quick call with me or my team to see if we can help you out. We work on a completely pay-per-result basis, so we only get paid if we actually send you a deal. On that free call, we'll explain how our service works and see if we can actually get you results or not. Again, it's only pay when you get results, so click that first link down below and book a call. If you're an agency owner or you are a realtor looking for like that back-end CRM type of system, there will be a link in the description down there as well. Like I mentioned, 30-day free trial, absolutely no risk. Like if you don't like it, just cancel. But I think you could really use it. And again, if you do that, you get a free like implementation call with me to implement any of those marketing systems that I showed in the video. Or if you just want to use it as like a marketing audit call, just any questions, that'll be down there as well. Talk to you soon. Thank you.